I'm training in Muay Thai competitively. I'm a beginner, 28 years old. Should I combine powerlifting with gymnastics? If so, what exercises should I do? Well, if you're a beginner, you should focus on Muay Thai and keep your fitness really basic. Now, starting gymnastics at 28 is really like recreational. Just stay with the basics. If you're a beginner, start with push-ups, pull-ups, body weight squats, and running. Like, keep it really simple. Don't get crazy with the gymnastics. You don't need that level of dosage. You're saying here that you're a beginner. You don't need to work the P bars, the parallel bars. That's like more advanced. Just do push-ups and dips. That's plenty for you if you're a beginner. Parallel bars is for somebody who's been doing dips for a long time, and dips just don't do it for them anymore. Now they need to go to the next level. So keep it really simple. And practice lots of Muay Thai. Okay, 80% of your training should be Muay Thai. 20% running, push-ups, pull-ups, body weight squats, maybe some lunges. If you have, if you're fairly lean and weight is not an issue, use some weights as well. Maybe do some kettlebell swings or whatnot. But keep it really simple, Ijal. The simpler, the better. The simpler, the better. Just keep it as simple as possible, especially if you're a beginner. If you're talking about MMA, I would prioritize jiu-jitsu. Why? Because the thing is, jiu-jitsu is the ultimate art. Nothing beats jiu-jitsu save jiu-jitsu mixed with something else. So if you're a wrestler and you're a world champion in MMA, you have to know some jiu-jitsu. If you're a striker, you need to know some jiu-jitsu. The jiu-jitsu is, like, in my opinion, is like the base. But it doesn't mean I'm going to spend 99% of my time doing jiu-jitsu. I would spend a certain amount of time doing jiu-jitsu, and then after I have an adequate amount of jiu-jitsu, I'll develop myself as a striker, wrestler, whatever I have a natural talent for. Okay, but I would definitely need jiu-jitsu, so I'll start there. There's no way you're going to be a really good MMA guy if you don't know armbar, if you don't know guillotine. Like, you might not use guillotine, but you know how to defend it, right? If you're a wrestler and you don't know anything about guillotine, you're going to get guillotined. Even a novice is going to guillotine you. You need to know some jiu-jitsu, and plus jiu-jitsu is fun. It's just a fun... Now, I know earlier I recommended somebody starts with boxing, but boxing is only really for somebody who's very obese. If you're really obese, don't start with jiu-jitsu. You can't move your body. Like, how are you going to shrimp and roll into an armbar and whatnot if you can't move your own body? So if you need to shed the pounds, definitely boxing is the best. What sort of MMA discipline would you recommend someone who is obese? Well, Shino, listen, I really recommend you start with boxing. If you're obese, you want to be careful of your joints, get a heavy bag or start with boxing. Start shedding a few pounds, really getting into that level of fitness where you could start rolling and doing jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and whatnot. But I find that boxing is the lowest impact, safest way to lose weight. Don't run. You can use like the bike, something. You got to go. If you're obese, if you're not saying overweight, if you're saying obese, we need to shed those pounds off. We need to get your body moving. I like swimming. I like hitting the bag. I like the bike. I prefer, I'm saying boxing to you because you asked me for a discipline, but also boxing is just funner. Riding on a bike is just boring. Swimming could be a little bit boring. Swimming back and forth in a straight line, I find could be a little bit boring. So I'm recommending to you, start with boxing, and once you increase your mobility and you lose weight, you increase your mobility, move to kickboxing, Muay Thai, and then from there move to grappling, and from grappling move to wrestling as well. I would keep wrestling for the last. Okay, now that's something George once told me. It stays with me. He told me that years ago. He said, look, the best things in life, the best rewards in life, they were hard to get. Nothing in life that's easy to get is usually worth it. The hard things are really like the special things in life. The hard things to get. So use that as motivation. I remember he said that to me years ago. He said the best things in life, the really great moments, they were hard to get to, but it was worth it. When you get there, it's worth it. So I like to keep that in mind.